We'll call the regular meeting of April 21st, 2020, of the Planning Commission to order. Have Commissioner Blocknight lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Rise. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Commissioner Blockdyke,
Here.
Commissioner Liggett,
Here.
Commissioner Sarkia,
Hello, I'm here.
Chair Mercado,
Here.
Vice Chair Mercado. Chair Hamel is absent.
Acting.
Yes. Reordering of agenda, we have none. Presentations, seeing none. We'll go to approval of minutes from the minutes of the regular Planning Commission meeting of April 7th, 2022.
I move that we approve.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We don't have any public comments, it looks like. Consent calendar, none. Continued public hearings, we are none. So we'll go to new public hearings, which is resolution number 2203, a resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Buellton approving a one-year time extension, 22-TE01, request for final development plan 16-FDP-05, a conditional use permit, 16 CUP02, and a side ordinance exemption, 17 EXP01, for the Commons project located at 610 McMurray Road on Assessor's Parcel Number 137-170-068, and making findings in support of. Go to Claire.
Thank you. Vice Chair Mercado and Commissioners, Mark Herthel, manager of Los Olivos Meadows LLC, has filed an application for a one-year time extension for the Commons project located at 610 McMurray Road. The original applicant was ZC Commons Holdings LLC, and the project was originally approved in April of 2017. The time extension request is for the final development plan, conditional use permit, and sign ordinance exemption. Attachment 1 in your packet is the vicinity map of the project, and this is the first time extension request by the applicant. As you know, final development plans expire after 5 years. Buellton's municipal code allows the applicant to apply for 2 one-year time extensions for the final development plan. The final development plan was set to expire on April 7th, 2022. However, the applicant applied for the time extension on February the 24th, 2022, in advance of the date of the expiration. If the Planning Commission approves this time extension tonight, the approval would be valid until April 7th, 2023. The Planning Commission, upon good cause, can approve a one-year time extension. Having recently acquired the property, the applicant has requested this time extension to further evaluate the financial, marketing, and development feasibility of the property entitlements. Staff feels that the time extension request is reasonable, and the recommendation is for the Planning Commission to consider the adoption of resolution number 22-03, a resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Buellton, California, approving a one-year time extension, 22-TE-01, request for final development plan 16-FDP-05, conditional use permit 16-CUP-02, and sign ordinance exemption 17-EXP-01 for the Commons project located at 610 McMurray Road on assessor's parcel number 137-170-068 and making findings in support thereof. This concludes staff's presentation. The applicant and staff are available for questions.
Okay. Does Commission have any questions for staff? Or
I'm good. I don't have any questions.
and then we'll open this up for public comment.
Mark,
Did you want to do that now? That's fine.
Good evening, commissioners. It was years ago. We went through this. I own the land at 90 Thomas Road, bought it in 2004 and went through the process with you guys between 2004 and built the building that my old company Platinum Performance resides in. So I always loved that part of town, Firestone Brewery area and just the architecture. So I've been driving by this lot for years and always loved kind of the lot, the 610 McMurray Road. And so I acquired it a few months ago, and the the project that's designed is beautiful. They did a great job on the architecture. It's just a wonderful project. I'm trying to figure out, is that something that I should be doing? Or should I do something else? Or, I'm trying to figure it out, but I'd like a little bit more time to do that work, because it was a lot of work went into that thing, and it's beautiful. So yeah, happy to answer any questions, but good to see you again.
Good to
Yeah.
see you. Anybody have any questions for the applicant?
No, sounds exciting though. You just recently bought it.
I just bought it. It was probably a few months ago it closed.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was,
Congratulations.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'd been looking at it off. I mean, I actually tried to buy it years ago. But yeah, so it's just, there's not a lot of land like that in Buellton, and it's,
I always love that barn there.
that I love the barn too.
Yeah, right.
In fact, my office at the Platinum Building,
Yeah.
the whole back of that building is glass. In my old office, I looked right at that barn. And when one of my long-term employees moved to Idaho, he had a picture. We had a picture painted of him, of that barn,
Oh,
Wow.
good.
send, because that was his view too. So yeah, it's a neat part of town.
Iconic.
It's iconic around here, yeah.
It
I've seen a
is.
lot of photographs from Gerlach.
Yep,
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. We did some photo shoots in front of that barn, over the years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My only comment was that I was chair at the time when that got approved, and I know we went through a lot to get that as it was, and there's always some comments on parking and issues like that all for every little project that we have. But hopefully, I know Mark will do a great job of whatever he does with it. Hopefully that building or that setting will come to fruition, because I think at the time, I still think it would be a great addition to Buellton. Having lived in LA and stuff like that, but it's nice to be up here, but you can go to Santa Monica or Monterey and see that type of atmosphere. And I think it would be a great addition to Buellton. But like I said, knowing Mark, he does a great job of everything that he does. And so I would not have a problem of extending that permit. Any other comments?
No, I think it's very reasonable.
And we'll look for a motion.
Like,
Oh,
Open the
Oh.
public hearing.
oh,
yes, of course.
we'll open up the public hearing now. Seeing none, we'll close public hearing and then come back to the dais and ask for a motion.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 2203. Resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Buellton, California, approving a one-year time extension, 22 TE01, request for final development plan, 16 FTP05, conditional use permit, 16 CUP02, and site ordinance exemption, 17 EXP01 for the Commons project located at 610 McMurray Road on Assessor's Parcel number 137-170-068, and making findings in support thereof.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Blumkite,
Aye.
Commissioner Liggett,
Aye.
Commissioner Sarkia,
I too.
Vice Chair Merkel.
Aye. Passes. Congratulations. Very easy.
We like the easy ones.
Yeah. Don't sweat it. Next time, Mike, you have to
Excited
sweat.
for you guys.
Other business, seeing none. Written communications, don't have any. Planning Commission comments
I
or
have one. Okay, yeah, on the west end of town, forgot the name of the road, Riverside or River, whatever the name is, right on Meadow Ridge. There's a line of trees. I don't know whether it's within the city or out of the city limits, but it was planted at the time the Meadow Ridge subdivision went in. And that line of trees are Lilly cypress. They are all dead or dying. They
Yeah.
are not coming back. There's no way to resurrect them. So I just want to find out what we can do to get those things out of there. I believe you know more about this maybe, or
No. I was just watching.
Rose? Okay.
Yeah, Rose.
Well, you know the situation. I mean, so
Yeah.
I think the property belongs to Norm Williams, but the developer probably paid to put the trees in. Is that correct, Rose?
Yes, so it was very oddly created. The trees are our responsibility, and we've had irrigation and things going through there, but for whatever reason, the past, I don't know how many years, they just are dying one by one or two by two, and now
There's a
like all the
reason.
rest.
It's a disease.
Right.
It's a disease called the cypress
So,
canker.
we're working with Valley Gardner right now to get costs for removal and looking at what other possible options there may be. I don't know, the purpose of for their installation,
Windbreak.
possibly, but there was none installed in the north side of 246. So you know, that
Yeah.
is a good reason for them to have been there, but it's kind of odd that they weren't installed on the north side for
Right.
all the development that came in, you know, roughly the same time as well. So we're looking at options right now, and working with Valley Gardner on that. So I don't know what we plan to do in the future, if there's something reasonably cost-wise to install. We haven't been re-landscaping other areas where things have been dying, just because it's going to take a lot of water to reestablish in those areas. And
Yeah,
we
I'm
are-
really not referring to it,
Yeah.
what you're gonna replant it with. I just would like to see dead trees removed.
Yes, yeah.
Because they look just
Yeah.
Terrible.
atrocious.
So at the very least, we're going to be removing them.
Yeah,
And then we'll go from there.
yeah,
So they're on our radar for sure.
okay.
Perfect. Any other comments or questions?
No.
No comments.
Seeing none, we'll go to planning director report. Ms. Irma.
Thank you. I just have a couple of short items. We received an application this past week for a temporary use on a vacant lot that's just south of Montagetti's on Avenue of Flags. And it would be for kind of a garden art center with statuary and landscape and hardscape materials. And so it's going to be temporary, and they're proposing to put in some wrought iron fencing along the front and wrought iron gate, and wrap the rest of it with chain link and shade cloth, which is not an encouraged material, but it's a temporary use. And so we're looking at 12 months, potentially 18 months on it. It's going to be an improvement of the vacant lot. So, look for that to be happening there.
You mean where the bicycle company is?
Yeah.
Because, okay, so they're not using that
They're not
area?
going to be parking their trucks there, no.
They won't be parking anymore there? Okay.
So they-
I didn't know it was vacant. I kept seeing the vans there.
Yeah, that's part of Carrie's property. It's just letting them use that. So, anyway, so just want see some activity there. That's what's happening. And then just a couple of reminders. Feller's Fair is at Riverview Park on April 30th, and Brew Fest is coming up on May 7th.
I've already volunteered.
Great use of our.
I will
Riverview
be
Park.
pouring.
Seeing that we're coming to an end, we'll close the meeting at 6:15.